if you want spicy, that'll take an extra 8 minutes. Like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then it actually takes half an hour, and you're like, what the fuck? You guys just said 8 minutes.
Grow it.
You have to grow it. All right, everybody, welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and naked power moves. My name is Brent, aka Buop. I'm here with my man Rick, aka A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
How do you know that you're obsessed with gambling? Because I can feel it when I'm playing these gacha games. You know what I mean? I catch myself like about to press the spend money button or, something like that. And I feel the urge. I just feel it, like, oh man, if I can just roll one more time, I'm for sure going to get it. That weird feeling. But then I have my better judgment for now saying, nah, Rick, you are not going to get it the next round. If you didn't get it this round, you're not going to get it the next round. So stop. And then that's how I stop myself from going deeper into something.
I was going to say, I don't think you ever know. I think the only way you know is if somebody else tells you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that first time you deny it, or you're like, no, I'm not addicted, then yeah, you might be addicted, dude.
Oh, yeah. Like 100%. I know I am addicted, but it's just like, how do you stop? And that's hard for me. It's hard.
Yeah, because you want to keep chasing that feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That weird gambling feeling.
At least you haven't spent actual money on the game yet, right?
Yeah, I will soon.
Christmas, dude. I'll get you some gift cards for Genshin. Do you think they should add a system for buying characters? I mean, there already is, isn't there? Like you can buy like a couple characters, right?
I know that they already adapted that business model of we're going to get more money out of gamblers. Yes. And that's how it's working. And then that's how they're making their money. Because if they're spending $2,000 just to get one character, you know what I mean? And so I think they're not, because who knows? Like people wouldn't spend what? Or I guess they would. They would spend $5, but you wouldn't get the most money out of that. You need people who are gamblers.
Yeah,
need that addiction. Yeah,
they need to just keep on buying more and more, not just the one time and then they're satisfied. I feel you.
Exactly.
All right, man. Well, I'm glad you're not too far off the ledge yet. Because you're still grinding, right? You just really grind out the money in that game?
Well, I haven't been focusing on trying to, like, actually chase it. I'd be able to, gamble more, but I don't know. I'm just, like, enjoying the story and playing the regular missions. Rather, that's what keeps my mind off of it. And then when I say, oh, yeah, I do have enough to roll, then, yeah, I would do it. But I always catch myself when after I do roll that I'm like, oh, I know I can roll one more time if I put, $15.99. So
is $15.99 how much it is for 10 wishes?
Roughly, I think. But I've noticed the store changed. So it used to be buy this, you get double it. You get whatever. So if you buy like 300 gems, 300 gem is roughly, I don't know, like 3 wishes.
Yeah.
But if you buy it for $5 for 300, you would get another 300 for free. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not bad. So you get 600 for $5 for 5 wishes. And I was like thinking, oh, okay, maybe I will, do it. But I catch myself and I say no. But then I think recently today, I looked at the store again and they changed it. You don't get double whatever you buy anymore. So I was like, damn, maybe I did miss out on that chance. But I still have my $5, so I don't know.
That's true. You still have your $5 that you could use for food or something.
Dude, I spent a lot on food this weekend, but yeah.
Crazy. You know, now that you talk about it like that, I think I'm playing the game the opposite way. I think every time I do something, I pause the game and look at how many primo gems I have. Like, I skip way fast through the stories. I skip through the maps. I just beat up all the enemies and then look at how much primo gems I have. You know?
Yeah.
The game might be more fulfilling. Is the story good?
Nah, it's more of playing with, your buddies. I think that's what keeps me motivated.
Ah, gotcha.
So, but now that I'm like getting more characters and all that, I'm enjoying just the gameplay so far. Mm-hmm. Like the different moves, the time missions and all that, just showing off my character. So, yeah, I think I've been more invested in that.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to get more into the systems where you craft your weapons now. So now all the random stuff I used to just pick up matters. I have to mine certain minerals from the ground now. I have to send people on exploration to get more gems. Yeah, the system is pretty deep, but there is a good portion of it that's random, right? Because you can, what's it called? Not ascend, but you can enhance your characters. And the only way to enhance your characters in their constellation is to get repeats of that character, right?
Yeah.
So you get a gem. So a lot of it I don't like about that is like the only way to buff up your character is to get repeats. Like, I can't even get one S tier character. What makes you think I'm going to get two of them? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
there are people that are pretty lucky, like one of our friends that gets 2 S characters within a week. You know what I mean? Like, wow, that's a 0.6% chance, and you have what, 0.12? I don't know.
Not even a 1% chance, dude.
Yeah, able to get it. So I was like, man, my luck must be poor as shit.
Yeah, just in this game at least, man. It's funny because we always share our screens when we open packs, and I feel like we always go into it really excited, either for ourselves or for the other person that's opening it. And then so far it's just been a boulevard of broken dreams, man. Every time we open packs, it's like, oh well, you got an okay weapon.
I think what's happening is it's rekindled that whole spirit of when we used to open Pokemon card packs with our friends. Be like, oh, we got this. Oh, you got that. Oh, I got a holographic whatever, but now we're pretty much doing the same.
Yeah, no, I feel that too. And then it's always good, I think we are maybe one character away from being addicted to this game. I'll tell you now, if I get Venti, I'm playing this game for the rest of my life, probably.
Dude, I was like thinking about that. I was like, how long am I going to play this game? It has everything I want. Yep, I'm going to play this game for a really long ass time, because in the story they're talking about, I don't know how far you are, but this is a little bit of a spoiler, but they're talking about like the 7 gods. So basically we've only encountered one, I guess, and that's Venti.
Oh, okay.
And if there's so much content and we only encountered one, there's gonna definitely be additions and all that. And my cousin was saying like, yeah, they're gonna expand the map more and all that. And when I look at the map, there is a name that's not uncovered in the map, but it's outside the boundary.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so they're gonna expand that. More is to come. We have to still, go through the whole story. I think we're only in like maybe the first chapter 1 of story. So
yeah, I think I finally did run into the end of the map. Like, they don't try to hide it either. Once you reach the edge of the map, it just is a red invisible wall. You know what I mean? I thought they would do something more elegant than that, but they just really don't want you going over there. Well, that's interesting. I think that's good, setting it up for longevity. What's your one character that if you get, you'll play this game for the rest of your life, dude?
Oh, the Ka-ching, Ka-queen, Ka-king. They said her name in English, and I was like, damn, that sounds right. But I keep forgetting. I don't know why. It's like Ka-ching, Ka-queen, Ka-hoing. It was like Ko-hing or something like that, but I don't remember. But yeah, it's because it's similar to Noctis's moves, and that's what I like. It was the whole teleporting and all that.
Oh,
and
okay,
so when she does her ultimate, it basically she's like kind of doing that whole teleporting scenario. I guess like the Omni Slash from Advent Children when Cloud did it.
And he grabs all his different swords and shit.
Yeah, and he left his after image behind and whatnot. So I love that kind of abilities. And yeah, if I get that character, dude, I'm gonna be pretty much glued in it. I'm already glued in it, you know. As long as they say, "Hey, this character's not going nowhere, but you can still keep rolling," I'm gonna keep rolling. So yeah, that's gonna be me. All right.
What is your what's your team gonna be? Like, if it wasn't an option, if you just had everybody, what would your dream team be besides Ka-ching?
If I didn't, well, right now, it's definitely your waifu, Beidou. She's like Tifa with the cloud sword, and I buffed her up so much to where she can counter a lot of things. She knocks out enemies so easily, and yeah, she's really, really good. So she's my tank. I have the main character, and I just found out recently how OP this character is. But basically, his wind attack is pretty strong. It like pulls people in. I have a weapon that allows you to not expend that skill, so you have two of them in a row.
Oh wow!
And his tornado absorbs all the elements. So whatever
you make a fire tornado or a water tornado.
Yeah, exactly. So I powered him up. He was pretty good. But there's this new character I got. I mentioned he's like a fire. I don't know. He's a fire type, and his name is Bennett, and he's pretty good at his abilities. It's more of a support for his ultimate. It heals the people within the vicinity, but if they're above like 70% health, it increases everybody's attacks. So, and it's like a thumbs up on the ground. But the thing is, so I like the character. At first I didn't, but I like him now because I don't know. He's your typical protagonist in any anime hero thing where he's aspiring to be a hero. He's a little quirky. His like idle animations. Yeah. His idle animations. He was like doing some sort of hero pose. And he was like checking to see if anybody was around him. Or he gets hit by like a falling rock. And then he's like just, it's just the way they put thought into this character.
That's his idle pose? Is him getting hit by a rock?
Like a small rock like falls from out of nowhere, and he's like looking around. He's like, "Ow, what the heck?" Like fuck. I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm pretty much sold on this character." But normally I was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't pick," because I was trying to build my team of waifus. But I think, yeah, he is pretty good. His recharge on all of them are almost instant. So like his normal abilities, I put some stuff on and it like recharges every 4 seconds, but it does so much damage. So I can just keep spamming that. And then his ultimate, it recharges way quicker than everybody else's ultimates.
And that's the one that can heal or attack just depending on how much health you have?
Exactly. He can heal me and everybody in the circle. So if like we're all playing, just everybody run to the thumbs up, it instantly heals everybody to full health. And then if they're above 70%, they get that buff of attack damage. And then he's a fire character, so if there's another fire type, it increases their fire abilities. So
Yeah.
he's really good, dude.
Interesting. Yeah, man, I need to unlock more wishes, dude. I think I'm almost at the addiction phase that you're at.
Yep.
Fortunately, I've just been watching the Primo gems slowly. I think you get 2 gems for opening up chests, man. And then 5 for opening up exquisite chests.
You do.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. And I've noticed that if you do those floors, the ones that you hate, and I hate too, they give you 100.
What?
Yeah. So if you
the only thing that sucks is the enemies have no, I just don't have the characters to do it, I don't think. Because some of their shields I just don't have the answer for, you know? Like if they have a water shield, then you have a fire guy. That's good, you know? But you can only bring 4 people, and there's like 6 elements, I think. So there's always going to be that one shield that takes up your whole day to break.
I use Beidou 99% of the time. She hits like a truck, and then for those shields that I can't break, I do have. So like, you know, if it's a water shield, Beidou can break that. If it's I forgot the other shields. But basically, yeah, I either have her with Barbara, because Barbara can break the fire shields, Beidou can break the other shields, and then you definitely have your main character, your wind guy to if you know that's your last resort, kind of break any shields. But yeah, if you level her up, yeah, you can get pretty far into the whole game.
What's the farthest you made it in the spirals?
I'm only on level 4.
Oh shit! Okay.
Floor 4, and leveling up the artifacts definitely freaking makes a difference. So
have you got
specific... 1 up to 16?
What? Wait, 1-6 or 6-0?
No, well, no. One of your artifacts on your character that's purple. Get it to 16. You can start seeing the difference in it.
You don't care about the set bonuses, or do you have all?
I do. I already slotted them all for the set bonuses. So like Beidou has all the berserker stuff. Yeah, and then
you have purple
some
pieces
of them.
Of that.
Yeah, I have like 3 purple
Holy
pieces.
Shit! I think I only have like 2 purple pieces, dude.
Get those to 16, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, damn, this is easy."
Gotcha. Yeah, I've been cherry picking like which ones, because I only have blue ones still. But especially for Barbara, I've been picking the ones that make your charge attack refill faster, and then increasing the heals and stuff. So I can see where they make a difference. But damn, yeah, dude, where are you getting the purple stuff from? Is it from bosses?
Just doing everything in the whole map. I'm not like chasing any of them. I'm just whatever I see, I find, I'll do kind of thing. And it just turns out like some of them are actually unlocking. And you know those bosses with the wind, the element bosses? They do drop some pretty good. Yeah, they do drop some pretty good stuff. And I didn't know, but we have a chance to get some of those good stuffs.
What about the drops that they have? Like, I think if you beat the electric one, it drops like an electric butterfly or an electric triforce. What do we use those for?
I have no idea what to use them for. All right, I think actually I might have an idea. It might be for the Ascension, because I remember seeing the triangle, the electric triangle, for Beidou. So it might be for that, but there are some gear that are pretty good. So,
okay, yeah. This is one of those games too where you pick up so much stuff, you really have to take an entire session to level up your characters and enhance your weapons and artifacts and all that. It really takes...
I just buy whatever it... so really... I'm like, I don't have that. I'll buy it.
See, I'm not even at the point where I'm at that store yet, because that's in Liu, right? Like on the
bottom left.
Yeah, I haven't even been there yet, dude. So I'm still here. Just whatever I find, man. That's crazy. Yeah, the game is so deep. and you need so much money to excel at it so far that yeah, this was born to be a winner. You throw anime waifus on top of it. Genshin Impact was born to be a winner, man. Do you think we talked about this a little bit before, but do you think Godfall is dead when it releases?
I think it's going to be struggling because Genshin got like 10 million, downloads. I think even more at this point, but
you know why though?
Why is that?
The re-rolling.
Oh, the gotcha.
Yeah.
See, that's why the gotcha will got you. They'll get you.
So
that's why they call it gotchas.
You get maybe 20 or 30 free pulls in the beginning, or it's like really easy to farm the primo gems early on, right?
Yep.
So what people do is they will make an account, pull those 30. If they don't like their pull, they'll just make another account, dude. So I think that definitely inflates the amount of users that this game has.
Oh yeah,
but I mean, it's not a bad thing. I think there's definitely a lot of people that play this game for sure. But yeah, how much similar do you think the formula for Godfall is going to be? To me, I think Genshin is really similar to Destiny, right? We're looking for better gear, better characters. Similar to Destiny, you're looking for better gear, like armor and weapons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Godfall was always supposed to be like that too, where you run dungeons with your friends to try and get better armor, better weapons, and things like that. So, and it's third person melee combat. I'm thinking pretty much the same as Genshin. So, RIP to Godfall before it even comes out, dude. Because you have to pay for Godfall. This shit is free, dude.
It's free and it's so complete as a game. It is crazy. Like, I don't think I've encountered a bug yet. But still, it's very minimal to see even a bug. But Breath of the Wild, I played Breath of the Wild. It's a really great game, and it feels like what they did is they took it and they just turned it into anime. They threw in extra things, and it's so vibrant. The world is so vibrant, and that's why I think this game is amazing, because even the characters, they all have different types of attacks and abilities and skills, and it's just so lively. And I think this is a great start. If this would have became an MMO instead of just like the single player game, this would have taken off like Ragnarok or something.
Yeah, I think the only thing they're missing now is costumes, like being able to change the clothes of the characters. I think that's the only thing that's missing from this.
If they put bikinis and they said you're gonna roll for them, I'm gonna be poor, by Christmas. And they said, "Oh yes, second stimulus check." Put
that all to Genshin, baby.
Oh yeah, let's roll, son.
What's the highest dollar amount you could spend at one time? Is it $100?
Never. I could never spend.
No. Oh, I mean, the highest package they got. Highest package.
Oh, package. Well, for me, if in any video game, especially if it's free, I think the most I normally would spend is $30.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
But that does not say the same thing as if, I can spend $30 now and then 3 months they say, "Oh, we're releasing something new." I can definitely spend $30 there, $30.
Again.
Yeah, exactly. It would just keep adding up. So accumulative, I can say maybe $100 or more, but in an instant, it has to be $30, no greater.
I heard a great point where someone said if the time they spend on the game is worth it, they'll spend the money on it. Because typically we'll spend $60 on a game, maybe play it for 40-80 hours if you're lucky. With games like Genshin, you're playing this shit for hundreds of hours on end, right? Because you got to grind and build up your characters through grinding. Yeah, I think if you kind of justify yourself $60 every 80 hours or 40 hours, I wouldn't be mad at that either, actually.
Yeah, because if you have your MMOs that are typically $15 a month,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then that adds up to 2 months is already what, $30,
Mm-hmm.
and who knows how many hours you put in, but still, like, if you have a free game,
Mm-hmm.
I am willing to pay for the hours that I definitely put in. So, like, if I was like Monster Hunter, for example, I am willing to put in maybe $100 or more, because if you compare it to buying other games and
Mm-hmm.
you pay $60 for one game,
Mm-hmm.
you'll only spend roughly 30 hours to 80 hours in that game, and then you
Mm-hmm.
move on to the next game. You're just basically doing the same formula.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for this instance, we're paying for the same game instead of multiple games,
Yeah,
and
very
we're
true.
getting our fun out of the game.
And your potentially stronger characters and gear for that money.
Exactly.
And I think the thing too is this feels like a more complete game. With other games that I'm playing right now that are free, kind of like what else? Like Valorant, like Fall Guys, maybe at a point Among Us, because they have the little skins in Among Us.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I pay for that, it's not gonna help me out anymore in the game. It's just gonna make me look cool. You know what I mean? And that's not gonna be as satisfying to me as if I had, an S tier character on my squad. So I definitely think spending money on Genshin Impact is way more justified, dude. Because yeah, the game is just huge, man. There's so much to do in it already without paying. That I won't be
Exactly.
mad at shooting over a couple of bucks over to them. That's wild.
Exactly. Plus, like, I always think, like, of course, it improves the gameplay.
Mm-hmm,
It
mm-hmm,
may put you a little bit at an advantage if you do pull a 5 tier character, but the thing is, you can still beat the game with whatever character you have for free
mm-hmm,
or
mm-hmm,
rolling. And it's not your normal skins where you just look cooler. It actually
mm-hmm,
enhances gameplay. So, like, if you
mm-hmm.
roll for something good and you get something great, and you're playing and you're like, okay, my love for this in game has improved greatly just because of one character. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
I I'm loving it.
I feel that. Plus, if you get a little buddy in Among Us, it makes you easier to catch, because they lag behind you after you kill somebody.
I know. I was about to actually buy that little buddy thing
Yeah,
because I
your
was
little
like,
clone.
yeah, I saw the TikTok video where where the guy, or they die and then they zoom in on the little buddy
He's
and
just
he
sitting
puts his
there.
little feet down, yeah, and he's just
Oh,
sitting there, and they make like a sad video out of it. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, that makes me want to ski that pack.
That's funny. Speaking of Among Us, we played a little bit this week, just introducing some new people to it, man. And one of the rounds I was imposter. I was paired up with one of the new people,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew they weren't gonna kill, so I went on a murder spree, dude. I killed I think I killed all 6 people in that game for us to win.
Damn. Yep.
It was crazy, man. And I didn't even have to use my strategy of blaming the other killer for that one. That game is still fun, man. Hopefully they come out with number 2 soon. I was thinking about it the other day, and I think it'd be hard for them to include more roles into the game.
Mm-hmm.
At least it'd be hard for the imposters to convince people they're not imposters, right? Because what if you have a role like detective or something that can check people's fingerprints if they're imposter, right? Then you're gonna know he's a detective and not an imposter just right off the bat, and the imposter can be like, "Well, I could check fingerprints too." Like that's gonna be way too complicated, and I think that's where Among Us is the best. Is because it's so easy,
Yeah, I think we might have talked about this. Yeah, but like we did mention too. Yeah, like you're saying, the janitor roles. They can also
cleaning
travel
the
through
thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
vents.
yeah.
They can do everything a crew member or imposter can do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that might throw in some confusions. Like, oh, I saw him vent. I'm like, well, no, I'm the janitor. I can vent.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I guess that would be more a defined role for a crewmate.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But it would. That would be interesting though. Like if you were a janitor and you're venting, and then you catch the imposter venting
Inside the vent, yeah.
in the vent, like I don't know, some indicator pops up, and you're like, oh shit, and then yeah, I think that would be pretty funny because I did see a VR where they're playing the VR version, and then the crewmates or whatever of Among Us, they all jumped into a vent, and then they saw the imposter inside the vent with the gun. Then the guy ran, and they chased him.
Dude, that's one thing I saw. Yeah, Among Us, they made it in Gary's mod, and it's first person. That shit is crazy, dude.
Yep.
We need to try that out one day. But yeah, I think with all the rules that people make for themselves, it makes the game interesting enough. Like hide and seek and only talking when the meeting is not called. I think I want to see a version where the killers don't know who each other are. I think that would be sick.
That would be pretty cool.
Like, what if an imposter could kill another imposter? Yeah, they could kill each other. Yeah, I think that would be tight.
Yeah. That would be an interesting.
In that feature. One, I would actually support having 3 imposters. I think 3 imposters is way too easy for the imposters to win, But yeah, I think that would be fun if nobody knew, even the killers didn't know who each other was, and you just let 3 run around and see how it goes. I think that would be fucking crazy, dude.
Or they also should have another feature where like which imposter can get the most kill will win the game. So they're like really competing with each other, because then if you think about it, like if the other imposter sees another imposter kill, and then they can blame them and say, oh no, I saw this person kill, that way you can try to get more kills, for you
off of other people. Yeah,
exactly. So I think that would definitely turn the tables while the crewmates are trying to do their jobs.
I think in the beta, because before we played the beta version of the game, so that we can, I think, hide visual tasks and hide what else was it hiding who we ejected out. Like when you used to eject people out, it said, this person was an imposter or wasn't an imposter. We played the beta so that it'll just say this person got ejected, so that there's still a little bit of suspense in the air, right?
Yeah.
They got a new setting in the beta version where the taskbar doesn't show up anymore. So you can't stare at somebody doing wires and wait for the bar to go up to confirm that they actually finished it. I think I like that, because I don't know if I like the strategy of confirming people are crew members by watching them do work,
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather do the detective work. I think that's more fun and it helps out. I think the longer the game goes, the easier it is to be a crewmate, right? So you got to help out the imposters as much as you can. So I think that's a good setting.
Yep. And I think the longer the game is, the more people can argue and accuse each other, have proper voting off things.
That's true.
Because usually games end really fast. And it doesn't feel too fun. Like, I'm not saying I'm good, but like when there's times when I'm imposter and I would kill, and the game would end with so fast that I'm like, damn, I don't think the other people are having fun. You know what I mean? Like if we're wiping them all out, it's not fun for them. And I would kind of like to have the suspense of arguing or trying to defend myself, getting mad at each other.
You should self-report, dude.
And that's my weakness. I don't ever self-report because in my head I'm like, okay, I got one down. I might as well try to see how long I can get, or what I could get more people with one person down. Because if I report, everyone's gonna kind of point to me like, oh, Rick did it. And I don't want to argue with myself. I want to see you guys argue. You know what I mean? Like, don't argue me. Like, I don't have that much good arguing skills. So
yeah. That's crazy. I think I want to do it one time when I know I only need one kill to win. I think I want to report like a dead body and just see if I can get away with voting an innocent person off.
Dude,
I
I've
think that'd be
seen a
crazy.
funny strat. There's some of these popular YouTubers like
Uh-huh.
Mr. Fruit and his people,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw a game where one of his friends or the guys, like he voted for himself at the last. I think there was like 5 people,
Mm-hmm.
and there's 2 imposters still out there.
Mm-hmm.
And all you need is to vote one guy off, and the imposters win basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the guy likes to vote himself off, and he didn't realize it. But the 2 imposters during the discussion was like near the end of like the 30 seconds. He was like, "Well, I think this is what we should do, guys. I and her are the imposters, and we're gonna kill everybody in this room." And I was like, "God damn, that is brilliant!" Because the other person voted himself already,
Like
and
right
the
off the
other
bat.
two,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
the other 2 innocent people, it doesn't matter who they vote for
Yeah.
because it's not enough to vote the imposters off,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and the 2 imposters are skipping vote. And then so right when they like announced that they're gonna go kill him, dude, the other 2 innocent people were like screaming. They're like, "Open the doors, let us out!" Because it didn't matter what they did, they're gonna lose anyway.
Exactly, if they died. That's fucking
Yep.
hilarious, dude. What the heck? That guy just votes for himself with like even before listening to the discussion?
Yeah, he likes to play like wild card, like he just vote himself no matter what. So, but the imposters took advantage of it at that point, and then
That's
like,
fucking
oh
funny,
yeah,
dude.
we're the imposters. We're gonna kill everybody in this room, and good luck, everybody. And then right when they started, like they called they did the emergency reactor, and they just like slowly killed them. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, that is brilliant.
That's fucking funny, dude. Yeah, we need to get more games in, man. We need to do more of that hide and seek. I think we were playing with Crystal over the weekend. He said she found a video of people playing hide and seek. I'm like, oh, dude, we totally played that. And I realized she wasn't there. I was like, oh, feels bad. We haven't played it with you
Oh
yet.
yeah, did you guys play when she played?
No. I don't think so. I think it's because we had too many new people, so we didn't want to make it too complicated.
Oh, too crazy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, the more the merrier. That game is great, dude. Still, it's a good like way to waste time. I like finding those now, like little games that you can waste 5 or 10 minutes with other people. Like we played Scribble.io the other day. that was actually pretty funny. Like seeing the drawings and stuff.
Dude, I suck ass at that game. You can see how well my vocabulary is. It's like a 5th grader vocabulary.
Dude, the funniest one still is John Raymond's folder. When he drew a folder in the beginning.
Oh, I have no idea what the fuck he was drawing. It was like yellow, and I was like, dude, I can draw a better folder than that. I was like, that was the easiest word, and it looked like a cheese. You like drew a piece of cheese or something.
We were guessing like cheddar. We were guessing fucking. What else were we guessing? We were guessing
anything
cheese,
that was yellow. Yellow box. We're like a bed, and I was like, dude, that does not look like a folder. All you had to do is draw a little tabby thingy and a square thing.
Oh man, yes. I like little games, just quick games like that, Not so much a battle royale game where we have to spend, 10 minutes in line and then 15 in the game to just lose at the end. But like little quick shits like Among Us where you can get in a game fairly quickly if you have enough people and Fall Guys and Scribble.io are kind of my jam right now if I need to waste like 10 minutes real quick,
Yeah, exactly.
What else? Baldur's Gate finally fucking came out, man. It's crazy because I feel like the game came out 2 weeks ago, but it just came out 5 days ago.
Yeah.
I've just been playing it that much. Now the game
How far are you in it?
Super duper fun. I don't think so. Here's the thing, right? It's like, how can I explain this? Have you played Dead Rising?
No.
Damn, how can I explain this? So the story is super fluid. there's one main conflict in the story that your character is trying to figure out, and you group up with these people that are trying to figure out that same problem, right? I mean, I guess it's not too much of a spoiler. The guys that have octopus heads, they're called, oh shit, I forgot what they're called. They're illithids, but they're called mind flayers. And the way they reproduce is by putting a little worm inside of people's brains.
Ugh.
And then after some time, they'll just turn into a mind flayer. Like tentacles come out their mouth and their head grows and all this shit, right? That's how they reproduce. So in the beginning of this game, you and a bunch of people get kidnapped, and they put the little worms in your brains so that you can turn into mind flayers as well. But you start to find out just through playing the game and trying to find a healer that the worms that they put in your brain along with your party members is different because you haven't changed yet. So that either means, you know, you're your typical anime hero that's strong for whatever reason, he's natural born ability to be strong, or they picked you out for like a special experiment or something. And I think that's cool because we've seen how other people react to getting turned into mind flayers. But it hasn't happened to us yet, and I get scared every time. So it's like Dungeons and Dragons where you can take long rests, right? And basically that ends one day in the game. So I think one time I ended the day and went to camp so I could long rest, and everyone in the camp was throwing up. They couldn't eat. They were bleeding out their eyes and noses. And this one guy who was visiting us, he was like a merchant. I asked him to go to camp so I could trade with him. One guy who was visiting us, he's like, "Oh man, you guys are all about to turn into mind flayers. You want me to kill you?" And I was like, "No, don't kill us, dude." And then I think we all just went to sleep. Like my whole party, we woke up and we were fine. So
what happened?
There's something different. And when we woke up, we got new abilities. Like now I can teleport with some people. I can pick up rocks twice my size with other people. I have like force pull and force push with some people. So we have like some special worms in our heads. That's different from what normally gets put into other people. And why? We don't know yet. So that's what we're trying to figure out now.
That is still gross. I don't want special abilities and knowing there's a worm in my head controlling, you know what I mean?
The thing that's crazy, and it's just, you know, for me, I don't know too much about the Dungeons and Dragons universe in general. You know, I'm sure there's people out there who know all about the lore of why elves and dwarves exist and why there's drows and dark elves and all that stuff. Like, I really don't know. And this game is good about explaining all of that to first-time people, I think. So it's pretty cool. The one thing is, I think it's a little bit casual because you have like 5 actions that you can do in one turn. And you've played Dungeons and Dragons with me, with my cousin. Usually all you can do is move and attack, right? When you're fighting.
Right.
In this game, you can move, attack, throw some bombs, push someone off a cliff, and then move again. Like, they made it a little bit overpowered, man. I don't know what rule set they're following, but you could do a lot in your turn, which kind of makes it more fun, you know?
Yeah.
You're not just limited to everything you do. It's definitely early access. There's a lot of bugs. Rick was watching me play a little bit, and the game was stuttering a little bit. But so far, man, I'm digging it a lot. I'm playing on my evil character mainly right now, and I just told myself I'm going to be the Joker and just cause chaos everywhere I go. And
you did a pretty good job, and your own team was getting wiped out too in the process. I was like,
so far,
I don't know what team you're on, but you're winning.
So far, I've annihilated 2 villages. I've killed a pregnant lady's dad, and then I gave the pregnant lady to a hag. I betrayed another village and told these goblins how to sneak in from the back, dude. The game's fun, man. It's just, and the thing is like, people remember everything you do too, right? So in the first little village or druid alcove I went to, their chief got kidnapped. So one of the quests was to go rescue him, right? Well, I did some shit, and all the druids in that alcove ended up dying. So I went to the goblin kind of hideout in this old church or ruins or something, and I found their chief, and he's like, "Oh, thanks for saving me. I think I'm gonna go back to my village now. You should come. I can reward you properly there." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I've already been there." It's like, "Oh great, so they're the ones that told you about me and all this stuff." I was like, "Yeah, don't go back though. I killed everybody." And I thought that I would end up fighting him, like he was just gonna be my enemy right off the bat. But he forgave me, dude.
Ooh, dang.
He's
Did
like,
you
"Well,
feel guilty?
Yes, I felt guilty, and that guy's always gonna be my ally now. No matter what, I'm always gonna have his back. Even though I'm gonna try to introduce chaos, I'm always gonna have his back. Because he said, "Well, if they attacked you, then they do not follow my same ideologies. They deserve it." I was like, "Wait, I just killed mad people in your village, dude. And you forgive me? That's crazy." So, yeah, the game's fun. It's just every different little thing you do, it gets brought up later down the road. Like, let's say I don't know, I open a drawer and steal someone's shirt, randomly through a random house. Later on, I'll meet someone who's not wearing a shirt, and I'm like, "What the fuck? This game remembers all this stuff? That's crazy." Which is going to hurt my feelings because it's going to make me want to play the game over and over and over again just to see all the possibilities. Man.
Which is good.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
I'm going to be playing this and Genshin at the same time for probably 5 more years, man. It's going to be wild.
It's a good filler too. Like with both games, you could just easily hop out,
That's
in
true.
and hop out.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Especially once I find out like all the different story differences, I'll know which steps to take. And then they have little random stuff too that you can do, but have a big effect on what happens in the world. Like I found these ogres, these giant dudes, eating somebody, and they were arguing about whether it tasted like chicken, fish, or pork. And they found me and they said, "Oh man, are you food too?" And I convinced them somehow to fight for me. And if they fight for me, they can eat whoever they kill. And I had to do so much for this, man. I had to do like persuasion, intimidation, deception, all kinds of shit to convince these guys to fight for me. And right now, yeah, I'm in a pretty big battle, and I summon these guys. They actually were getting their asses kicked. But
dude, they were getting fucked
It's
up.
cool to know that I can summon them.
Yeah. Can you summon them anytime after the battle, or is it just particularly this battle?
I'm not sure, because they gave me basically a horn, and it's like their family horn, and every time I blow that horn is when they'll show up. So I don't know. We'll see. I want to win that fight with them and see what happens. If they try to kill like my allies too, I'm just gonna kill them.
I think what's gonna happen is just you have to group everybody up in the very beginning, explode everybody, and then summon the orcs to finish off. Like, because they were getting blinded and they're getting harassed and didn't even move yet. And I was like, damn.
There was so much going on in that fight that I didn't know was gonna happen. Like, they had we're basically on a wall that's fortified, and all of a sudden they have. And you could see they have they're called sappers, right? Like from Lord of the Rings, it's the berserkers with the bombs on their back to try and blow up the wall. You could see those guys. Yep. So of course I'm trying to target them first. But they have spiders that can jump on the walls and distract you. I think at one point they started throwing barrels on the wall, which I thought were going to explode.
That was crazy.
There were fucking goblins inside the barrels. So then I had to fight those guys up close too. Oh man. Yeah, it's crazy.
With the spiders.
Yeah, I think at one point though, one of the ogres threw like a fire barrel or something, and it exploded and killed a bunch of people. That was pretty sick.
Damn.
But yeah, I think you're right. I have to be more strategic about when I call in my backup. That'll be interesting. But it's funny though, because the way I persuaded them to fight for me is they get to eat whoever they kill in the battle.
Nice.
They were asking for money, and I was like, "No, I'm not gonna pay you guys. You guys could just eat whoever we kill." And they're like, "Oh, okay, we'll take it." But yeah, that game was fun, man. And to think that this is just the first act of the game. It's like the first chapter of the game, kind of like Genshin, where we're just playing the first part of it. It is early access, so I've spent, I think, over 10 hours on it already. So this is gonna be good, man. It's I think it'd be a good investment for me. It makes me want to buff up my computer now, though, because all the lagging.
You can't handle it?
No, all the lagging makes me feel like it's my computer, which it might not be. It might just be because it's early access, but I'm playing it all on high graphics, and it's only when I go into towns where there's a lot of people is when the game starts stuttering a little bit. So I don't know, maybe. Maybe. What else is going on? Played some Phasmophobia. That game's kind of weird, dude. I can't get 100% into it yet.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
that's
4 people, like a full squad,
Yeah, I was like watching a video from one of the guys that play Among Us, Mr. Fruit, and yeah, like the way they played, they were able to summon the ghost pretty fast. And when it did appear, it did make me jump. And there's like instances where the ghost is actually chasing them, like you can physically see them chasing you.
Yeah.
And I was panicking. I was like, damn, dude, I can't wait for you guys to get chased by these guys.
We did see it once.
We're dying.
I know, man, because we were just getting hunted. Like, I didn't know the difference, but we did see it once where, like, I think we're in the garage, and we found out where the ghost was generally at, and then the ghost closed the door, turned out the lights, and then hit the car. Then the car alarm started going off. And when the car alarm started going off, you could see the silhouette of the ghost. That's the only time I ever saw it. Every time other than that, I just saw the ghost when I died. So I don't know. I just need to figure out the general strategy. They do give you like what is this? They give you a tutorial on what to do. Basically, there's like 5 or 6 items that you use to try and deduct what kind of ghost it is, whether it reacts to these items. But it's so hard to get those reactions, because you have to risk baiting the ghost out and dying to get those reactions from it. So
yeah, I saw they do differently. They always kept the lights off, and then they always were in rooms by themselves. And then that's when they did the like calling of the name, and and that like agitated the ghost. Yeah. That's where they're capturing whatever, and then they immediately ran out the door and like they're like, okay, we got it, and then they went to get their next evidence, and they kept doing the same thing. But there's already 2 ghosts I seen that like it kind of made me turn on the lights. One was like a nun lady, and the other one was a demonic little baby that was walking around.
No. I
think it was walking fast too. It ran past the door, and I was like, oh, it made me jump, dude.
I think the one that got me was I don't know what kind of ghost it was, but when I died, like I just saw him standing in the corner of the room in a bloody room. I was like, okay, I'm uncomfortable because he had his back to me too, and I thought he was gonna turn around and scare me, but it just ended. So I was like, fuck. Yeah, I mean, once I get a general good strategy for that game, I think it'll be kind of fun. But yeah, right now it's like I don't know, it's too much to try and figure out without studying or any of that.
Yeah.
PlayStation, Sony put out a video. Talked a little bit about what is it? Naked power moves. Sony, with the ultimate naked power move, took apart a PlayStation 5 on video.
And wait, PlayStation did that? I thought that was just like a regular person or something.
Yeah, Sony official put out a video of them taking apart a PlayStation 5. Like,
wow.
Fucking magicians. This guy's just in a white room with a PlayStation 5 on the table, unscrews everything and shows you. Oh, and it's that. I think that was one of the coolest parts is the white part, the flaps on the side.
Yeah.
Those just slide in and out.
Oh, cool.
So they will be easily replaceable So I hope there's a market for like replacements for those, where you can get a black one or a red one.
I think that's what they're aiming for.
Yeah.
Customization and then be
new
like
faceplates. They haven't
boom.
done that before though. Like for PlayStation 4, I know people made them, but Sony never made them official. You know what I mean?
I think that's what's going to happen. And they're going to make money because they're like, oh, people like customization. Why don't we put out some logo ones, some Final Fantasy ones, some red one, green ones.
Exactly.
Charge maybe $50 for them.
People will buy it.
People will gobble that up. Yep.
Yeah, because why come out with a whole Final Fantasy 16 PlayStation 5? Why not just sell the faceplates?
Exactly. There's going to be more people buying that. Yeah,
100%. So those just slide in and out. The stand, there's an actual screw for it, so I thought that's pretty cool. You don't just slide the PlayStation 5 onto it. So if you're standing the PlayStation 5 vertically, there's a screw that you screw into it so that it stays sturdy. When you want to put the PlayStation 5 horizontally, you still need the stand, but it locks into place. You don't need that screw anymore. So, and I love this because I hate clutter, what they did is they put a little compartment in the stand where you can put the screw when you're not having it vertical, dude. That right there,
damn,
sells me on the PlayStation 5, dude. It's like, you know how wireless USB keyboards, if you're not using it, you could put the dongle inside where you put the batteries? Yeah. That is efficiency at its greatest, and I am here for it, dude, because I hate clutter, man. And I hate losing dongles, dude. That's the worst.
Oh, yeah, dude. I had 5 today, and I was like, where the fuck do all these go to?
Yeah, I think I lost the one for the PlayStation 3 wireless headphones. Found it randomly, and it's been plugged into my PlayStation 3 ever since. I never unplug that shit from there, dude, because then I'm never gonna know where it is.
Yep, exactly. Same here.
So, after they showed those little features, which I was already sold on, they really opened it up and went over the chipset, and they showed all the little tiny SSDs that are in there. They showed that there's a place where you can put an MV2 hard drive as well if you want to expand the memory. So I thought that was pretty sick. And then they showed out how they're gonna cool the whole thing. So it's liquefied metal, and that's where the heat's gonna go. And then to sink that, or to split it all out, they got this giant ass heat sink in there, which is probably 3/4 of the console is just the heat sink, dude. So I know they took all their past mistakes and made them right with this, man.
That's my thought exactly. I remember they had some issues with the PS3.
For sure, the PS3.
On launch.
Yeah,
it was overheating, and it had something to do with I think it was the heat sink to the CPU, and they were replacing a lot of parts, and maybe because they saw the red ring of death back then, and that traumatized them. But still, I'd rather them overprotect something than having to replace the millions of units already sent out.
Oh, 100%, man. Yeah, it's good to see, and I think this is the first time we've ever seen anything like this. With an official company breaking down their own console, right, and just showing you what's going on. And that's why I call it the naked power move, because their balls are in everybody's court now. They've just fully exposed themselves to any and everybody that's willing to look, and however you want to deal with it is however you want to deal with it. I haven't seen Microsoft take apart the Xbox yet, so interesting, man. It'll be interesting. RIP to all those PlayStation 3s, all the fat PlayStation 3s. I think that's the one that had the problem, right? The ones that had the PS2 capability. So RIP to all the fat PlayStation 3s and Xbox 360s, man. That
I saw
overheated for our sins.
I saw that 90% of PS4 games was going to be on PS5.
Yes. No, it's like 99.7 or something like that. They put out a list of the games that don't work, dude.
So we can use our old games onto it?
Yeah, you could use the disc, or you could just download it onto the PlayStation 5. And they said a majority of them will be able to be boosted, and there's some specific ones that are going to be enhanced by PlayStation 5, which I don't know what the difference is besides 60 FPS. But yeah, I know they're going to run somewhat better.
Damn, so that means I still gotta get the disc version.
Maybe, yeah, it's true. If you want to use your discs still. It's funny because they legit came out with a list, right, of the PlayStation 4 games that won't work on PlayStation 5. I wonder if they really went through and played every game to see if it would work. But the list is so small. I'll even read it off right now, dude. So here's the list of PlayStation 4 games that won't work on the PlayStation 5. DWVR, Afro Samurai 2, Revenge of Kuma Volume 1, TT Isle of Man, Right on the Edge 2, Just Deal With It, Shadow Complex Remastered, Robinson the Journey, We Sing, Hitman Go Definitive Edition, Shad Wen, and Joe's Diner. How many of those games have you heard of before?
0.
How many of them do you own?
Maybe Hitman. Maybe I heard of Hitman Go, but yeah, 0.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I own none.
I don't think anybody is going to be mad that they can't play these games on PlayStation 5. So I think we're cool, man. I think we're cool. But yeah, it's crazy. I like how Sony, coming up to this point, has seemed like they've been so mysterious, right, about not talking about too much. They say 99% of PlayStation 4 games are going to work. That has everybody tripping out, thinking about which games aren't going to work. And they just give you a list straight up. Like, hey, guys, here's what's not going to work. So, yeah, 99% of your games will. I think that's
it's more crazy for me to think that people are so concerned about that 0.01%.
I'm saying, like, yeah.
If they said 50% of the games will work,
that would have been a problem.
Yeah, exactly. But they said 99 or 90 or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, that says majority works, so I'm okay with that. Even if there are games that I can't play, I'm still okay because that's still a big bump.
And I think I like it better that they're more concentrating on selling their console based on the games that are going to come out for it. You know, with Xbox, it's a lot about backwards compatibility, the whole what is it? The word I'm looking for. Not one-time purchase, but the saves, like you can transfer saves everywhere. Like they market that as big features for their console. Sony, you could do that. They just didn't make a big deal out of it. They came out with like a fucking memo that says it. You know what I mean? So yeah. I think I like that more, that they don't really like use those as a crutch to sell consoles. They're mainly saying, hey, PlayStation 5 is going to be great because we have these great games coming out for it.
Basically that.
Yeah. So I like that they're letting the games like really hold them up. So that's pretty cool. It's soon, man. I think we counted less than 5 weeks, or about 5 weeks until we get it.
Still gotta pre-order mine.
Time is flying by, dude. Did you vote yet? Did you get your voting in the mail? I got my ballot in the mail and I voted on Saturday with my mom.
Oh damn!
Which I think is the opposite.
Didn't check
of what
my
you're
mail
supposed to do.
yet. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you should check it out. But yeah, I think that's the opposite of what you're supposed to do. Because legit, you know, I was filling stuff out and looking up information, and then my mom would ask me, "Oh hey, what did you vote for on this?" And I'm like, I don't think I
can't tell you.
I don't think I can tell you that, Mom.
This is confidential federal information.
But it was cool. Like, you know, we talked about it and why I would vote for certain things and why she was voting for certain things. So I think it was pretty cool. I mean, you really don't want to talk to people about politics, right? Like,
not even my family.
Especially your family. Yeah.
Something, they give me a lecture on why.
Especially your
That's
family,
why
dude.
I do not ever do that ever.
I mean, there may be friends you make that share your political views, and that's great. You could talk to them about politics, right? You could have your own echo chamber. That's fine. You can have healthy debates with people who don't share that. But with your family, no, dude. That's just gonna ruin it. You guys are blood. It shouldn't take politics for you to have a conversation, you know?
Yeah, and it turns so crazy and heated. And I'm like, dude, I do not want to be here.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, everybody should vote. I won't really tell you what or who to vote for. I'll just say it's hilarious. Kanye West actually got on the ballot, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. I was about to vote for him too. I was like, nah, dude, I can't just waste my vote, man. But he's up for vice president, not president. So,
wow.
I don't think he can give us all free shoes if he wins.
Everyone gets Yeezys.
I know, right? That's crazy.
I was like, all right. That's the new currency.
Can I get a double quarter pounder with cheese, please? How much is that? Yeah, it'll be your shoelaces.
Oh, yeah, one shoelace. Like one shoelace is $50.
Yeah, but it's wild, and like I said, time is going fast, dude. Like elections are coming up. PlayStation, the next generation in gaming is fucking here, dude. Cyberpunk is gonna come out. All we need is Final Fantasy VII Part 2, dude.
Damn, I was gonna get into it until Genshin came out. Genshin really hit me out of the left field. Like literally, I was not. I don't remember. I forgot. I completely forgot about this game. And I heard people, oh yeah, it came out or it's coming out. Mm-hmm. And I was like, nah, I'll get into it later sometime. Mm-hmm. But then when I started seeing it blow up like crazy and everyone was playing it and asking me if I downloaded it, I was like, okay, let me see what the hype is about. And I was like, God damn, I'm sucked in. This is a gacha game. And they got me so hard. So yeah,
man. No, it's great, dude. I'm in it to win it too, man. I just do my dailies though. I don't really grind. I need a grind because it was hurting me the other day when you guys were telling me about how I can go to these places, and I had not unlocked any of the teleporters at all, dude. So I had to walk my ass all the way around the map.
Yeah. Yep.
Here you go, Rick. This meme is for you, dude. All these other things in the game, but all you want is one thing.
That is the one. All those characters in the red are meh. Even the 5-star weapons.
Teaching for life, dude.
Damn it, dude.
But yeah, I think that's all we got this week. Oh, my Gundam addiction has finally ended, or will end soon.
After the 3 Zakus?
Yeah, I've been the only one I've really been wanting to buy is the Zakus. I've been buying all these rests to, experiment and perfect my building skills. I got an email from a website saying the Zakus were available. I bought 3 right away, dude. So
nice.
We're out here,
when
man.
Do you get them?
What's up?
When do you get them?
Oh, I don't know. They want me to download an app to track it. I'm not gonna do that, dude. I think I'll just be.
I'm pretty sure it's probably the same app I went through. It's
pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it was like an international kind of app, and it did track it. I was like, oh, okay. And so I deleted it as soon as I got my package.
Yeah, I'm willing to just be pleasantly surprised on when it comes in. Because I still have to build the Barbatos, so I still got some stuff to hold me over.
Yeah, well, I think I downloaded it out of desperation. I was like, it's already been 3 weeks.
Oh, damn.
Where the fuck is my shits? And then I looked, I was like, oh, okay, it's just now shipping.
Dude, you want to hear something actually super funny?
What's that?
So you know where I got that picture from? I got it from...
Where did you get a picture from? That's oddly specific.
Dude, hold on. Let me actually show you. I got this from a fucking subreddit that's called Keeching Mains. And there is a lot of people in this shit, dude. And it's all memes and things about your girl Keeching, dude. What the fuck?
I need her.
Holy
How to build
shit.
it? Oh my god. There's photos and people taking photos of themselves. Wow.
Crazy, dude. Well, yeah, I think that is it for us this week. Rick will continue on the hunt. I hope next week when we are on here, he can tell us about how he got
I'm subbing to this.
His favorite character.
I'm logging in.
And yeah, that's it for us this week. We'll see. Damn, they have fucking damage meters for her based on what artifact you're using.
Ooh.
Do they have this for everybody? Is there a Barbara main subreddit?
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm looking.
How do I don't know how to sub a...
Oh, no. There is one, but it's not as hype as the Keychain one. Goddamn. All right, well, I'll probably campaign the Barbara train myself. But yeah, until next week, we'll see you guys. But before that, Rick, some words of wisdom?
If you want to get good in Genshin Impact for $14.99.
What a commercial. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.